Creatureless DeMille Mir here. We made it to the finals. Playing against Rahrahrah, who beat us in the Swiss. So, this hand's keepable, but needs to draw a swamp in the next 3 turns. Thassa's Bounty, not the best. Font, okay, that resolves. Ooh, more black cards, not the best. Kingpin's Pet, guess we counter that so we don't die early. No black mana, eh? Okay, no black mana, eh? Maybe this was a mulligan. Read the bones, yeah. More double black cards, you say. Kingpin's Pet, no way to interact. Wow, more 4 mana cards that we can't cast, eh? Did I just scoop? Huh. I think I scooped. Because there's no more video replay left, but it doesn't say the game has ended. Interesting. Well, let's just assume I scooped because that's kind of unreal. 7, so 3, 4, if we missed. We actually didn't draw a black land, a swamp, or a Dimir Guildgate. We didn't draw a single land in 6 draw steps and keeping a 3 land hand. Not the best. Alright. Game 2. See if we keep a better one. Same hand. Did I learn my lesson? No. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh. This game we decide to get insanely lucky. And just draw the swamp right off the top. Alright. Phoenix? Probably gonna countermand. Mana efficient. What do we hit? Sewer Shambler, another Phoenix. Alright. 3 cards. Looking to draw another land so we can hit that bounty as soon as possible, but it's actually not that good because it lets him get back creatures with the font. So here, I guess we'd Devour Flesh and just get extorted for 1 with the trigger on the stack from the Font of Return. Scatter. I guess we hold Crypt Incursion up. We just keep holding it up because if he goes for the font, alright, he learned his lesson from last time. Just don't go for the font if we at all possible can hold up Crypt Incursion. So he plays another Shambler. He could make it bigger, make it a 4/3. Instead, I just Freakus Curate. So I'm just trying to preserve my life total. One of the few creatures that actually gets hit by Freakus Cure. So he goes for it, chooses 3 creatures, and we get pretty much perfect. Read the Bones is good. We're in a really good spot though. Read the Bones and the Read the Bones. Alright, so it like refuels him, but like we just Thassa's Bounty to get refueled. Probably hold up and counter here instead of playing Pilfered Plans. 2/2 could just die to Death's Approach, or let's see. He's only got 1 creature in the bin, so we can maybe Grizzly Spectacle, 1 guy, then Grizzly Spectacle. Pilfered Plans, draw more cards. Well, now that put a Merchant in the bin, so we can Spectacle. So we don't mind taking a little bit of damage from a 2/2, but we will definitely kill this Kingpin's Pet if we get a chance. Don't know why Psychic Strikes that, just for mana efficiency, I guess, since we have so many cards that do a lot. Grizzly Spectacle main phase so that he can't extort. Phoenix, definitely counter. Oromancer, definitely counter. Okay, taking some damages. Drawing 3 is always so good. 6 mana open, leave 3, play Pilfered Plans. Oh, I guess we're playing Devour Flesh. Which only saves 1 damage, but whatever. And, okay. Counter. Thassa's Bounty. Thassa's Bounty is so good. Just keeps our hands stocked. Always have a counter spell. And more cards. Like 13 in library to our 27. 11. Like he's just... and we're at 29 life. He just can't kill us quick enough. We just keep interacting with his board. Even though he's got a 4/4 flyer, it's dead. Down to 4 cards in library. He pretty much needs to scoop. And he does. Okay, that was pretty elementary game. Not much he could do there. Finals, game 3. Let's get it. It's all about that opening hand. Are we going to keep a sketchy one and get lucky, or are we just going to keep a good one? This is called keeping a good one, I think, because any land is great. Okay, Devour Flesh is solid early game as well. Any land which we hit is awesome, and we get to Devour Flesh's guy immediately before he plays another 2-drop and extorts. Alright, which he would have done, so we saved a point of damage there. Here, we can definitely play our land drop next turn, so we don't need the Pilfer plans here. And there is some good value to not tapping out in the face of Disciple of Phoenix, so I'm probably going to hold open. Yeah, the Psychic Strike for that reason, because I really don't want him to get a card for free. Every card counts. So he plays Keening, Devour Flesh's guy. This turn I don't mind taking a turn off, I guess, so because I care more about hitting my land drops. And he needs to hit a land too, but Oromancer for no value, yeah, we're hitting that stage of the game where we have more lands and more cards in hand. A little bit of early damage don't matter. We can kill his guy, only take a little bit. Phoenix? Ooh, that would have been annoying. Ooh, get back, hopeful Eidolon. Alright, that's slightly annoying. So we're in the stage of the game where we're not out of the woods yet. We have to keep killing his guy. We're just doing it to save damage, but we're letting him, if he draws anything relevant, it gets past our counter spells. So yeah, he's really good and getting good pressure on the board here. Now we have to Pilfered Plans and have to hit a land. Nice. Do I play Pilfered Plans again and just take 5? I guess I can't risk him resolving a spell. I have to counter whatever he plays, no matter what. He'd be fine just saying go right there. But with only 3 cards in hand, this is like the absolute perfect for me that he plays Merchant. If he doesn't play Merchant here, he time walks me really, and I just held 3 mana for no reason. So that was actually really huge to get that threat out of his hand and to play it into my mana. So here, I probably just slam this 4/5. That puts the halt to his attack to 1 a turn. Nope, what the heck did I do? I played Pilfer Plans. Okay, that let me draw a land. I guess he's got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 21 life, yeah. So I guess the Crypt Incursion is pretty solid. If I'm going to do it, though, again, if I'm going to take this damage and Crypt Incursion end of turn, no, I guess I'm waiting for him to do something so I can counter. Yeah, okay. Again, if he just passes and says go and has Crypt Incursion in hand, what am I going to do? I pretty much have to go for the Crypt Incursion because I can't do it next. I guess I could untap, go for Crypt Incursion, have countermand open. It's not as efficient, but I guess that's what my play would have been. But now that he goes for this, I just go for the countermand, get another creature in the bin, mill 4 more cards. I hit land, read, land. Okay, so I didn't get any more value. plays a land down to 1 card, so now I pretty much have to just Crypt Incursion, holding open counter mana. Yeah, go from 3 to 33. Fair game. Okay. So basically, it's like restarting the game, just Karn Ultimate. Take my 4. See, he played into the counter spells every time. I guess I just counter us, right? Yeah, I just want to refill that graveyard and not give him card advantage. Hit 3 creatures and a Font and an Ornamencer. I have enough life now that I can probably just, kill a guy. Which one did I kill? The guy that extorts, because that can be problematic. Then I probably just play this 4/5, and then that bricks every non-flyer. Now I'm playing Thassa's Bounties. He's down to 20 cards in library to my 33. I drew a bunch of nothing, still drawing nothing. Now, there's the gas. Make all my land drops. Yeah, he's bestowing, which doesn't do anything. Sewer Shambler making it a 5/5 is pretty solid. Gets past my guy, but I can at least Death Approach it. So I can Pilfer Plans. Jeez, drawing really blank, but good thing Death Approach killed it. Had at least 5 creatures in the bin. Yeah, now he's only got 11 cards in library to my 23 life. So, and I've got 3 counter spells and a removal spell in hand, and that's the game. So, yeah, not the most fun deck to play against, but a very interactive deck. And you might think like, oh, it's so oppressive, or they always have it, but it's just the nature of a deck with multiple instants and cards that sometimes you just can't play around, but other times you should. Really interesting matchups. Didn't really need to bring in the Shrivels against any of these matchups, but the toughest matchups are definitely like either a Crowan, Crusader, Heroic Red Aggro decks, Burn decks, Razor Tip Whip decks, Blue-Red decks with a lot of burn spells, or Glade Cover Scout decks, and just decks that play every creature makes 2 creatures, so, green-white population type decks, because there's not much room for error. If you draw these cards in the wrong order, you miss land drops, you can get behind pretty easily, and then your counter spells don't do anything. So overall, when it draws well, some of the best card advantage and the most consistent anti-creature deck in the format, which I think is a very, very good deck. Thanks again to 7-Rip for the innovation of cutting the Archaeomancer, and really, just hard card to tap out for. You don't really want to turn for it ever. It can sometimes be very good at getting certain key cards back. But we just found it blanks other cards a lot and just gets there. So yeah, so hopefully this little analysis, I know it was very fast paced at some points and just trying not to waste too much time, but hopefully it was educational, informative, and I definitely like doing little video series like this way more than writing articles. It's much more natural for me to just talk about it. So I'm going to try to do the same thing with the M15 spoilers that are now out. Now I've actually played with the cards, which I think is actually relevant. I used to write M15 set review, the second the spoiler was all done, but the information is just like not that relevant because I don't even know how good they are because I haven't played with the cards yet. So it's fun to guess and like look back and be like, oh, I was so wrong about that card. That card's awesome, or like, I was right. All these cards are unplayable, and there's only a couple good ones. But it's good to just know, and then give people some more accurate information once after playing with them, and playing them in a different format as well. And just again, my normal format is just draft and sealed. Played at GP Portland, team sealed. Very likely to go to GP Salt Lake City. since I like limited a lot. So getting to see all the new M15 commons make an impact has been pretty good. So hopefully my new deck, which features numerous M15 cards, will be able to do work at the next SPDC and MPDC events coming up. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.